Hey, it's Brian with the Midnight Mechanic. If you're working on cars, one of the things you're going to have to do at some point is replace the serpentine belt in your car. Now, if you have a 4-liter Jeep like our 1999 Jeep Cherokee, there's a lot of videos out there showing you how to do it. Problem is, most of them are incorrect. They either show you not enough steps or too many steps that will cause either damage to your car or you wasting time trying to put it on there. I've done a lot of these. I've owned a whole bunch of these Jeeps. We're going to show you the correct way to do it. We're in the process of replacing the radiator in this Jeep, so you can really see what's going on, so we thought it would be a good time to show you guys how to do this. A lot of cars, this belt tensioner is spring loaded, so you stick the belts in there and you release it and it kind of makes its own pressure. On this, it's different. Right here is a screw and it's really long and it goes all the way down and it connects behind this. You can see right here. You can see down there where the threads are sticking through. Well, that is this bolt going all the way through it. That little fitting that it's on rides on these threads. So as you loosen or tighten this one, that fitting will rise up and down. In turn, it'll move this up and back to tighten this belt. What we do is to go ahead and loosen this bolt right here, which will allow that to ride up and down these threads. Then we're going to loosen this, and in turn, it'll move this pulley and lighten up this belt. Okay, so just as a visual for the routing, see down there, it goes around the alternator, around the fan, and then it goes down to go around the crank pulley, up over the tensioner, around the power steering pump, down around the water pump pulley, and around the air conditioning compressor. So I'm going to take a 15 millimeter and I'm just going to loosen this up. Don't make it too loose because you don't want it slopping around too much, but you need to loosen it enough that it'll allow that piece to move in backside. So we have this loose. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to attach the impact to this to make it a little bit easier, but you can use a ratchet. You can see that move down. So now I can remove this belt. We're going to reinstall our new belt now. We got this one from Goodyear. The way the routing of this works is down here on the passenger side, it'll go around the alternator, up over the air conditioning compressor, it will come down around the water pump, over the power steering, around the belt tensioner, down around the crank pulley, back around the radiator fan, and that's it. Sometimes you might need to loosen that down even more to make sure that you're getting it done correct. You can see we had to move that back quite a bit to go ahead and put this new belt in. I think the old belt was stretched quite a bit. It was an old one and I know it had been tightened down a few times, so it's good we just went ahead and replaced this belt when we did, because the old one looked like it was very sloppy. With it all now in place and with so much slack in it, I'm going to tighten this down to pull this pulley back and really tighten this down. You want it pretty tight. These things like to be extremely tight. Now that we have that belt extremely tight, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that down very tight. There you go, nice and snug. Now you can go ahead and start it. If it still squeals just a little bit, you can go ahead and add a little bit more tension by loosening this, tightening this down, just like we had showed you. If it squeals, that's what you do. If not, you're good to go. Hopefully that shows you guys the correct way to do it. It's very easy and not nearly as complicated as a lot of the other videos make it seem. If If you have anything else you'd like to learn about, any other tools you'd like to see, post down below in the comments. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Midnight Mech, TikTok at The Midnight Mechanic. See you guys next time.